Yeah, so the old weightage, which was there before, was 50% of weightage was given to your IPMAT score. 35% was given to your personal interview, or it was given to your video assessment. And remaining 15% was given for written assessment test. All right, now that has been removed. All right, hi guys. आज हम बात करने वाले हैं IPMAT की IIM Indore 2023. IPMAT is one of the UG exams that helps you get into a 5-year integrated program with IIM Indore. There are other versions of IPM as well, such as IPMAT Rohtak. Apart from that, there is JBIMS, which is JIPMAT, which is another version of the IPMAT exam. Today, our agenda is to discuss about the IPMAT exam, IPMAT 2023 IIM Indore. We'll understand the eligibility criteria, we'll understand the admission process, we'll also get to know what are the expected dates and the timeline for it. We'll also understand what is the selection criteria, and we'll understand the curriculum and the paper pattern as well. All right, so let's begin with exactly what is IPMAT 2023. Okay, IPMAT 2023 is a 5-year program that gives you a certification and a degree of BBA plus MBA, 3 years in Bachelor's of Business Administration and Master's of Business Administration, 3+2, 5-year integrated program. There are 2 ways to get into an IIM. All right, number 1 is या तो आप IIT जाओ, NIT जाओ, engineering करो, उसके बाद CAT या दूसरी competitive exams दो, and then you get into your IIMs and do your MBA. Apart from that, you could also do your bachelor's degree for 3 years, study for CAT, other competitive exams, and then get into MBA in the IIMs. Second option is a fantastic option, which is a very good shortcut. The moment you finish off your 12th, you will have an opportunity in front of you to give the exam of IPMAT, which grants you access to a 5-year integrated program in IIM Indore and other IIMs as well. Apart from that, IIFT, which is a very well-renowned institute of our country, which is Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, has also started accepting IPMAT Indore scores. All right, so they have also started their 5-year integrated program. Now let's understand what is the eligibility criteria for you to apply to this program. Number 1, age. A candidate should be born on or after August 1st, 2003. 5 years of exemption is given to candidates who are from SC, ST, PWD category, and they are allowed, students who are born on or after 1st of August 98 are also allowed to attempt the exam. Second is qualifying the exam, which is your 12th standard. So a candidate should have passed their 12th standard in 2021 or 2022, or they should be undergoing their 12th standard boards in 2023. Number 3 is they should have completed their 10th standard boards and they should have passed the exams. Now, what does the equivalent mean? So there are a lot of diploma courses which are equivalent to the 10th standard exams. So if you have completed your 10th standard or you have given an equivalent diploma exam, that is also acceptable. Let's understand the admission process. There are 5 phases for this. Number 1 is phase 1, which is registration. Now, before you fill out the application form, make sure that your eligibility criteria are met. Only and only then fill it out. The aptitude test, it is also known as AT. Make sure the registration is done properly and you pay out the fees well in advance. The fees for a general candidate student is 4130, and students who belong to SC, ST or PWD category, they have to fill out 2065 rupees for the form. Phase number 2 is the exam itself, IPMAT Indore exam 2023. Now, there are exactly 3 sections in the exam and 2 subjects. Now, what do I mean by this? There is quantitative ability, which is mathematics, and then there is verbal ability. All right, which is English. Now, quantitative ability has 2 different formats in the exam. Number 1 is short answers, which is also generally regarded as TETA questions, where MCQ options are not given to you. And number 2, quants has a section of MCQ questions as well. And the third is verbal ability. Apart from that, phase 3 is your personal interview or video assessment, depending whether your interviews are to be conducted online or offline, or you have to pre-record a video of yourself. Phase 4 is the merit list. At this stage, the candidates were shortlisted after giving their exams and they get their ATS. ATS is the aptitude test score. So once you get your ATS, you will be shortlisted to go into the further round, which is your personal interview or your video assessment. And phase 5 is the final selection, where you complete the selection process, you register yourself for the college and you go ahead. Now, expected dates and the timeline. So, number one, IPMAT 2023 registration begins on the 6th of March 2023. The last date to apply for the exam is 14th of April 2023. Admit card will be received by the candidates in the 4th week of May, and the exam itself, as per the tentative schedule given on the official website of IIM, is 16th June 2023. Announcement for the shortlist for the personal interviews, when the personal interviews are to be held, when is the final admission list going to be out, this is all not yet disclosed. All right. Now, what is the paper pattern? So, like I mentioned, there are exactly 2 subjects and 3 sections. Number one, the first section is quantitative ability MCQ questions. You will have 40 questions. The time given to you is going to be 40 minutes, and the maximum marks you can score here is 160. The next is quantitative ability short answers. It is also known as the TETA section, where you're not given any options. You will be given 20 number of questions. The time duration is the same, 40 minutes, and the maximum marks that you will get over here is 80, which means 4 marks for 1 correct answer. The next is verbal ability. It is again an MCQ based format. You will be given 40 questions. You will have 40 minutes to solve it, and the maximum you can score over here is 160. So on an overview, 100 questions in the exam, 120 minutes of time, which is 2 hours, and the maximum marks that you can score here is 400. All right, now let's talk about ATS. So what is ATS? ATS is exactly aptitude test scores. Now, they follow a weighted average, or they have a specific set of weight that they give to every section in the marks. So when we talk about quantitative ability, the MCQ section, how will they calculate your scaled score or your weight score? Is basically your score minus the minimum score upon maximum score minus minimum score into 25. Now, what is minimum score? What is maximum score? So candidate score is the score that you've got in that particular section. Minimum score is the lowest possible score that somebody has gotten in your pool, in your eligibility pool, and maximum is again the maximum somebody has scored in your pool of eligibility. So candidate score minus the minimum score divided by maximum score minus minimum score into 25. This will also work with quantitative ability in the short answer format, where again your score minus the minimum score upon maximum score minus minimum score into 25. Apart from that, verbal ability is the same pattern, your score minus minimum score upon maximum score minus minimum score into 50. Correct? This is your aptitude test score. Now, the entire score will be the addition of these 3. Let's talk about the selection criteria. So the old weightage, which was there before, was 50% of weightage was given to your IPMAT score. 35% was given to your personal interview, or it was given to your video assessment. And remaining 15% was given for written assessment test. All right, now that has been removed. The new weightage as of now is 65% of weightage is given to your exam, 35% is given for your personal interview. All right. Moving on to the syllabus. So as you can see on your screen, these are the topics and these are the segments in which the questions will come from. So when we talk about quants, you will have exactly these segments: arithmetic, number theory, algebra, geometry, special topics. All right. The topics in arithmetic, you will have percentages, profit and loss, simple and compound interest, averages, ratio, proportion, time, speed, distance, time and work, partnerships, etc. Number theory or modern math, you will have factorials, remainder theorems, factors, HCF, LCM, logarithms, set theory, permutations, combinations, probability. Algebra, you will have linear and quadratic, simultaneous equations, roots, surds, indices, polynomials, inequalities, functions, arithmetic progression, geometric progression, so on and so forth. Apart from that, geometry, you will have coordinate geometry, you will have mensuration, you will have trigonometry, you will have quadrilaterals, circles, triangles, polygons, lines, etc. Special topics which have a special mention over here is matrices and determinants, data interpretation. All right. Now, coming to verbal ability, reading comprehension, they'll give you 1 or 2 passages in English, followed by 4 to 6 questions each. Verbal ability, you will also get paragraph completion. You will get parajumbles as well. Grammar and vocabulary, they'll give you synonyms, antonyms, fill in the blanks, word usage, correct and find the error in the sentence. Sentence correction also you will get in terms of error finding, in terms of tenses, in terms of prepositions, conjunctions, so on and so forth. This is a rough overview of your entire IPMAT syllabus. Now, on the other hand, IPMAT Rohtak does not have only 2 subjects. There are 3 subjects, which is quantitative ability, verbal ability, and logical reasoning. All right. But No need to worry about that. IIMat Indore does not have logical reasoning. Now, notable mentions. So, in front of you, you will find a list of colleges and their entrance exams. These are fantastic colleges for UG programs. So, there is UPS. They have CUET as their entrance exam. They take their scores. Voxen takes their own internal exam, which is known as the Voxen entrance test. Apart from that, there is BML Munjal, who also accepts CUET. JAXM is a fantastic college. They take JAGMAT. Apart from that, Jindal is a college. They take JSAT. Flame is a very good university. They take their own exam called FEAT. And Ashoka, they take their own exam called AAT. Apart from that, if you're somebody who's from Maharashtra and you study in the Mumbai University, there is NMIMS who takes NPAT. Apart from that, Mitabai and NM colleges, they are a very special mention. They have their own internal exam called MHNCET. All right. That is it from our end. All the best to every one of you. Great going. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.